Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. Finally, we are wrapping up my Shelf Spotlight series where I highlight books with the same word in the titles. And I am here today to tell you the word that I have the most books for. The stack goes up to here and it's double stacked up to here, and then it goes all the way up to here. It's crazy. There's so many. I have 35 books, 35 unread books on my TBR shelves that have this word in the title. And I was very surprised. I think only 2 or 3 people guessed this word in the comments in previous videos when I have you guess which one you think is going to have the most. The word is book. I'm including bookshop, bookseller, book lover, if they're one word, and book itself. Anything with B-O-O-K in the title. And I have 35 books on my TBR shelf. So typically I highlight a couple books that I have already read that have the word in the title as well. Because I have so many books to go through, I decided to skip that part of it and just tell you books on my TBR with the word book in the title. Shall we dive in? I have sorted them a little bit. I have 3 nonfiction that have the word book. And this one I was going to take off, but then I'm like, whatever, I'll just keep it because it's in the subtitle. This is Once Upon a Tome by Oliver Darkshire, The Misadventures of a Rare Bookseller. So there you have bookseller right there. This is a nonfiction set in one of the oldest bookshops in the world, Southrons. And we follow Oliver, I think his name is, and he is a bookseller there. And so this is him, his thoughts about working as a bookseller. Then I have Book Towns. This is a collection of 45 Paradises of the Printed Word by Alex Johnson. So it just highlights different towns in the world that are bookish in some way. Nonfiction, very fun. I should probably look through that and make a travel list. Then I have a cookbook, The Cook's Book by Brie McCoy. I have followed her on social media for a while, love her and love her cooking. And this was a gift that was given to me. I need to put this in my kitchen and try to make some of the things that are in here, but there's a lot of teaching that goes on in the first half of it. And I have dabbled like touching in and out of it every once in a while. But I'm excited to have that as well. I need to not say how excited I am about all these books, but clearly bookish books call out to me when I'm shopping for books. And I can't resist. So the middle grade March book club book for August is actually Tree Table Book. This is a multi-generational friendship story. Going to be reading this one in the month of August. It's on my TBR shelves. I'm very much looking forward to reading this. We have The Furry Book of Nonsense by James Upsilon, a fantasy involving animals, and this was sent to me by the author. I have the last book in the Pages & Co. series is The Last Book Wanderer by Anna James. I'm really enjoying this series. I'm halfway through. I've read 3 and there are 3 more to go. Have I read 4? I might have read 4 by now. The Bookshop of Dust and Dreams by Mindy Thompson, another middle grade bookish book. That cover just looks delightful. I don't know what some of these are even about. I know this one is a mystery. It's Book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss Burtman, where life is a game and books are the token. Oh, and there's kind of puzzles and things in there. And then Shannon Hale writes kind of fairy tale vibe books. This is Book of 1,000 Days. I don't think this is a direct retelling of anything, but it's going to have those fairy tale vibes, which I love. Those are all my middle grade books. Now I'm going to do one of the stacks, which are all the ones that have bookseller, book lover, bookshop in the title. So not straight books, but pretty close. We've got Diary of a Bookseller by Sean Bythell. I think this one is nonfiction as well. I should have put it with the nonfiction. And I think he's a Scottish bookseller. And this is diary format. So that's going to be really cool. Then I have The Book Lovers Library by Madeline Martin. This is on my gifted shelf. And I think I'm planning to read this one in August as well. Historical fiction, World War II, mother-daughter, wartime England. I'm excited. Another World War II, wartime England, The Bermondsey Bookshop, Mary Gibson. Can she find hope in an unfamiliar world? London. Oh no, it's not World War II. 1920s London. So there you have it. Different time period. This one I think is World War II. 1938 and present day, dual timeline. The Mayfair Bookshop by Eliza Knight. I have a contemporary, The Banned Bookshop of Maggie Banks by Shauna Robinson. In this one, Maggie Banks is a friend of a bookshop owner. She arrives in Bell River to run her best friend's struggling bookstore. Sounds pretty fun. Patty Callahan Henry is an author that I have read a few books from and really enjoy her writing. This one is The Bookshop at Water's End. This one is a contemporary. It says, the women who spent their childhood summers in a small southern town discover it harbors secrets as lush as the marshes that surround it. Should be good. Nice southern summery read. This one looks like a good fall mystery. Midnight at the Bright Ideas Bookstore by Matthew Sullivan. I actually have heard some mixed things about this one, but I am not ready to pass on it until I give it a try. One from my Christmas book exchange shelf is Rebecca Raisin's The Little Bookshop on the Seine. I really would love to try a Rebecca Raisin book. I have a couple of hers now. Then we have The Forgotten Bookshop of Paris, in Paris by Daisy Wood. A war-torn city, a dangerous secret, a shocking betrayal. So we're in Paris, 1940 and modern day. So it's that dual timeline. Another contemporary is The Boardwalk Bookshop by Susan Mallory. That looks so summery. I should have tried to read that in the summer. A story of friends who became family, giving each other courage to start over. Sounds like a lovely friendship book. Found family. I love that. I'm pretty sure this is a mystery. Aria's Traveling Bookshop? Maybe not. This summer will change everything. Aria Summers knows what she wants. A life on the road with her best friend Rosie, her beloved camper van come bookshop, and definitely no romance. Sounds really cute. And that's a nice short little read. I'm going to try to read that. I'm adding that to my TBR. Another Christmas book exchange one is The Bookshop of Yesterdays by Amy Meyerson. And I think this is about a girl and her uncle. A woman inherits a beloved bookstore and sets forth on a journey of self-discovery in this poignant debut about family, forgiveness, and a love of reading. That sounds wonderful. The last one that has bookshop in the title is The Lost and Found Bookshop by Susan Wiggs. This is another one on my Christmas book exchange cart. This is perfect for me as I age. It's in large print. If you had to start over, what would you do and who would you be? In the wake of a shocking tragedy, Natalie inherits a financially strapped bookshop in San Francisco. She also becomes the caretaker for her grandfather, and this one sounds like it's going to be a little bit heartbreaking. And finally, we have one more stack of books. These ones all just have the word book on its own. Some of them have been on my shelves for quite a long time. I need to get to them, such as this one, The Book Charmer by Karen Hawkins. It's such a cute cover, but for some reason I never reach for it. An unforgettable story about a sleepy southern town, two fiercely independent women, and a truly magical friendship. I mean, a little bit of magic and of some deep friendships. I feel like I would like it. The Book of Hidden Wonders by Polly Crosby was a cover buy at one of my local used bookstores. Romilly Kemp and her eccentric painter father have happy but sheltered lives in a ramshackle mansion in the English countryside. When her father finds fame with a series of children's books starring Romilly as the main character, everything changes. Exotic foods appear on the table, her father appears on TV, and strangers appear at their door, convinced the books will lead them to a precious prize. The Stolen Book of Evelyn Aubrey by Serena Burdick, I think is a mystery. What if you could write a new ending for yourself? Nope, it's historical fiction. England, 1898. Evelyn marries the famous novelist and is dazzled by his brilliance, but their newlywed bliss is brief when William is gripped by writer's block and he blames Evelyn for his failures. But when he commits the ultimate betrayal, Evelyn decides to write her way out of their unhappy marriage. And then we're in California in 2006 as well. Another wartime book is The Librarian of Burned Books by Brianna Labuskes. Berlin, 1933, Paris, 1936, and New York, 1944. So you have three timelines. A captivating World War II era novel about the intertwined fates of three women who believe in the power of books to triumph over the very darkest moments of war. And it's inspired by a true story. That sounds good. Another one based on a true story is The Hidden Book by Kirsty Manning. I have read something by Kirsty Manning before. I don't know what it was, though. This one's Austria, 1940s, Australia, 1980s to the present day. Based on a true story of clandestine courage in World War II, as prisoners of war risk their lives to secure evidence of Nazi atrocities and of how one man concealed the evidence for decades before passing it on to his family. who struggle to understand their inherited legacy of trauma. Yikes. I think this one is YA, technically, The Book of Unknown Americans by Christina Henriquez. It's another one on my Christmas book exchange shelf. A boy and a girl fall in love. The hopes of two families collide with destiny. Bum, bum, bum. Another contemporary, The Book Club by Mary Alice Monroe. Five remarkable characters. You meet five remarkable characters as she explores the power of friendship with tenderness, honesty, and understanding. I love that. I think that one, is that the one that was turned into a movie? Possibly. This is a newer release, The Book Club for Troublesome Women by Marie Bostwick. Margaret Ryan never really meant to start a book club or a feminist revolution in her buttoned-up suburb. So this one's going to take place in the 1960s. I think this one sounds so good. The Red Address Book by Sophia Lundberg. In this one, we meet Doris, a 96-year-old woman living alone in her Stockholm apartment. When Doris was a girl, she was given an address book by her father, and ever since, she has carefully documented everyone she met and loved throughout the years. In writing down the stories of her colorful past, working as a maid in Sweden, modeling in Paris during the 30s, fleeing to Manhattan at the dawn of the Second World War, can she help Jenny, haunted by a difficult childhood, unlock the secrets of their family and finally look to the future? And whatever became of Alan, the love of Doris's life? That sounds so good. Sounds a little bit different. And of course, it has elderly main characters, so immediately I want to read it. We have A Murder for the Books by Victoria Gilbert. This is a cozy Blue Ridge library mystery, and the Blue Ridge Mountains are in Western Virginia, so semi-local to me. This next one is a Save It for Winter one for sure. The Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. We have Maple Sugar Inn, the boutique hotel that Hattie and her husband Brent lovingly restored. But when Brent died a month after the opening, it was left to Hattie to carry on alone. I love books that deal with grief in some way. Maybe a heavier hitting Christmas read than some of the rom-coms that I like to read during that time of year. So I feel like this might be a good one to kind of break that up in the wintertime. We'll see. We'll see. Two more. We've got Lisa Wingate's The Book of Lost Friends. I really love Before We Were Yours by Lisa Wingate, and I've recently liked Shelterwood by her as well. This is another one that takes place in Louisiana, both in 1875 and 1987. And it's the dramatic story of three young women searching for family amid the destruction of the post-Civil War South, and of a modern day teacher who learns of their story and its vital connection to her students' lives. I mean, it sounds fantastic. And finally, I have The Lost Book of Eleanor Dare by Kimberly Brock. I don't know what this one's about at all. The fate of the world is often driven by the curiosity of a girl. The answers to a real-life mystery may be found in the pages of a story that was always waiting to be written. Bum, bum, bum. I always get done showing these books in these shelf spotlight videos wanting to read all the things. I definitely have added a couple to my August pile to see if I can get to them this month. And I would love to hear from you down below. If you've read any of these, should I move some of them up to the top of my TBR? Which ones have you loved? Which ones did you kind of not love? Do you have any other books with the word book in the title that you have really enjoyed? I have tons that I've read already. I didn't want to take the time in this video to share all of those as well, but I now have to find where all these books go back on my shelves. So let's chat down in the comments below about these books or the books you have on your shelves or any other favorite bookish books or anything else that you'd like to talk about. I always love connecting with you down in the comments. And if you've made it to the end, but you're not feeling chatty, go ahead and leave a little book emoji, obviously, to represent all of these books with book in the title. I'm so glad to finally be wrapping up this series. It's been a long time coming to finally finish it. And I already have ideas for more shelf spotlights. I would love to know if you have ideas of types of books that you would like me to highlight. Leave that down in the comments below as well. And thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I really appreciate you for being here. And I look forward to chatting with you in another video very soon. Bye.